Saturday afternoon. We're going to run the same format as we did last year. We use one of the function rooms at the back of the hotel. Those of you that attended last year would remember it was quite successful and an excellent layout, the way they do the tables and dinner. So the plan is, again, this year we'll start from 4 p.m. and do the official business through till about 6, and then there's going to be a la carte dinner menu that will flow through till 10 p.m. So that's all information will be coming through in an email this week. We've really only just formalised that early this week. What else? You don't need to worry about pre-orders, but we will give you the menus that are going to be available on the night so you can have an idea of what's there, and you'll still need to let us know if you've got any dietary concerns or special requirements as well for that, so keep that in mind if you have a partner or anything like that that needs to consider that. And one other thing, which I have completely lost now, so that's the main stuff anyway. 11th November, 4 p.m, we'll put that in the calendar. If you haven't got access to the calendar, jump on airstream.org/events, and there's a link there to the Google Calendar, which you can add to your Google or whatever your calendaring program is, or you can just keep a bookmark or whatever, but we try and keep that up to date with all the upcoming events anyway. Some of these ones I'm mentioning aren't in there yet, but they will be shortly. So AGM, pencil that one in and save that date. Other big news is Aslan. Aslan 44 has been booked in as well. That'll be happening in October. Friday, 27th through to the 28th. Another 24-hour LAN. The one from last month was quite successful, and the format seemed to work really well, so the guys want to do that again. The venue is again the same, the Good Shepherd Paravista at Montague Road, and the time pretty much the same, but it's going to run from 7 p.m. on the Friday night through till 7 p.m. on the Saturday night. So 24 hours, and you're free to come and go pretty much during that period, I believe. More information on the Aslan website for that one. They have set up a simple dedicated page posting information directly to, which is aslan.org.au. You guys will probably be familiar with that from last month. Flyer is there as well. Feel free to redistribute the flyer as well through your social network or any other organisations that you have access to. That'd be great as well. If you've got any questions about promotion or anything like that, just get in contact with the team. You can always email aslan@airstream.org and you'll get through to the whole Aslan team, so you can ask them whatever you want. They've also got the Discord as well, which is now linked off the front page of their website as well. I think we've also got it on the Airstream website. And to be honest, I think that's probably the best way to get in contact. They always seem to be on Discord, and you'll get a real-time response then. But yeah, any other information you need, it's probably on here. If it's not, you can ask them. And there is, of course, access to the booking system on here as well from the top right menu, which you can go on here and register for the next event. I believe that's working. So have a go at that if you already know that you can make it. So that date, once again, 27th through 28th of October, which is a weekend, 7 p.m. on the Friday. What else? Alrighty, yes. So that's actually the next thing that's happening. Immediately after that, though, we have Maker Faire, which we've also mentioned previously. Sunday, 5th of November is the Maker Faire, and of course we mentioned we're looking for helpers if you can make it for even an hour or two on the day to come and help us man the booth that we'll have. Outside of that, you're free to roam around and check out the other exhibitors and stuff at the event. And there's always tons of stuff there. I believe this year it's going to be even bigger than the last one, which was huge. So Tony and myself, even though we went and had a look at the other stuff, I don't think we ever got to see everything that was there anyway in the spare time, which wasn't a lot that we had. So yeah, we do have a registration form. I've emailed that out to members now. So you'll have that in the members email. just a Google form. You've probably seen these before. Actually, no, I think Tony actually got this one out, yeah, a couple of months ago now. But yeah, we still need more people. So if you haven't filled it out yet, even if you don't know when you're available, just put something in there so that we know you're thinking about it. And Tony's going to get in touch with everyone anyway to confirm and make a bit of a roster for the day. But that's all we need to know: name and email, contact phone number. We'll post that link on the website as well for those of you that may not have the email for whatever reason. And yeah, it'd be great to get some more helpers for that one. And even if you can't, or if you can, yeah, that's right, come along. Similarly, you can see another email which I've just sent out this evening, which is for upcoming barbecue again at Woodville Bunnings. Tony's managed to snag another date for us there. Yes, snag. And the date for the barbecue, 29th, which is actually a Wednesday, 29th of November. Is there any particular starting time or finishing time?
Like to be before 9, so we set up the usually expect to be at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so we need to set up before 9 when they open, ideally, and then there's kind of a big rush during lunch, usually, isn't there? It's pretty flat out there, isn't it? Yeah. So we know from experience it's really busy at the Woodville site, and the more people we have, even if you're only available for half an hour, you know, given it is a Wednesday, maybe you can just pop out of the office for half an hour. Would be greatly appreciated, because I'm pretty sure there was only a couple of guys available most of the day last time, and they just got smashed. They were literally melting from the barbecue all day, or in Ray's case, using his bare hands to scrape snags off the barbecue. So it was pretty insane, and we hope to make it even better. You know, the more people, sausages we can pump out, the more more funds we can raise. So again, we'll share the links on the usual places. Check out the email. That's Wednesday, the 29th of November. Aslan, Maker Faire, AGM, and barbecue all upcoming. So yeah, they're all pretty close together. Stay appraised of all that so you don't miss out. Have I missed anything? Any other info from anyone there? I'm sure you'll hear more noise about all these things. What else? I had, before we move into just a small network update, the other thing I wanted to mention was one of our members reminded me last week that the IRC servers were still not available from the internet, so that's now been fixed up as well. And the information available on the website, which is under the technical guides section, should all be still valid. And it'll tell you that irc.airstream.org is the address for that. And there's a bunch of other info there about how to use the SSL certificate, and pretty sure you also need to use your members authentication if you're coming on from the internet side. If you don't want to do all that, obviously you can still use web chat as well. And of course, we have it linked to the Slack as well, which seems to be way more popular than any of those other options at the moment. But remember that Slack requires an internet connection, whereas the IRC doesn't. So you know, one day that might be cool. When you realise that your internet's down and you need to tell someone about it, you can still do that. So yeah, there's more information here which needs updating, in fact, about the network. I think we mentioned a couple of months ago how there was a full upgrade of the IRC network. That's all running pretty smooth, I believe. So that's that one. And thanks to Darkside for reminding us of that one. If you guys can test that out, that would be much appreciated too, to make sure it's all working nicely. That's about it from me. Network-wise, we don't have too many people from the network team here tonight, but Sam has kindly made it, and he's also our stand-in videographer for the evening, so appreciate that. What can you tell us, Sam? I believe there's a meeting scheduled for 6th of September.
Yes.
That's one thing. How much do you know about the Sefton Park, which I hear Sam Greenwood is currently the allocated coordinator for that one? Maybe just give us a, you remember everything that's involved? It's
just give us
another.
So essentially, the Omni will get replaced with one of the, I believe, from the 2 gig rockets that we've got from the IRC.
Yeah.
that we have spare, and the sectors get replaced with a titanium, or small bladed titanium sectors, and an AC prism, which will put that sector on the upgrade from the Rocket XM, I believe. So you'll see performance, quite a bit of performance increase for the clients that are connected to that, even if you've got old N hardware. But preferably upgrading to AC will get you a bit, quite a bit of a speed increase.
Is there many clients on that at the moment? Yeah. Two clients?
I think it's just Esky and Woodville.
Right. And then we've got a couple of clients on the Omni as well. So yeah, I know that you guys that have been affected by the Omni outage are really hoping that that will happen soon, and it sounds like it is in the pipeline. So
Tonsley is quite close to working on building management at the university. So
yeah, we are hoping that we can get something going with Tonsley before Maker Faire, obviously,
yes,
which is at the same time.
At this stage, it's with the university. We're not waiting for them to go through their approval processes. It's been worked on in the background. They're doing some documentation out. I think we're going to start implementing it on the core network soon.
Right.
And plus with the filtering of non-EFM subnets, I think is plans to start happening pretty soon.
Cool.
So strip out all the internet addresses that are on the network and
Other random stuff.
So if you're not behind a current node and the any independent nodes haven't implemented the filtering, you'll still get public IP addresses.
Who's putting is there some general documentation going out for all members on that?
Yes, so we're just going to put onto the Google Docs.
Yeah.
We're currently working on the Google Docs as we're developing it.
Sounds good.
The
other thing was Carrick-Hill.
Carrick-Hill's offline. That's the first time I've heard of it.
Since Friday, 21st of July, apparently. Yeah.
I'll make sure that comes up in the next. We organise a site visit with Joseph.
Yeah, cool.
We may even do some stuff with Tonsley. I think there's some plans with Tonsley with Carrick as well. So we might do some stuff around that. So I think
Came up on the stumble.
yes, and it's probably a better link than the Highgate.
So you're the man, aren't you, that's going to Carrick-Hill these days? Aren't you?
No.
Did you go last time? Or
Joseph went.
Oh, you went last time, yeah, okay. Cool. Well, yeah. I mean, we haven't heard from anyone really that's been too affected by it, but, well, I haven't. I'm not aware of it. I was aware of the outage, but, yeah, wasn't sure if anything had been planned yet. Ross Trevor upgrade?
There was the router upgrade mentioned. So yeah, we're waiting on the Ross Trevor upgrade. I believe the west sector's getting replaced with a titanium mini and was it the prism, the light, or a prism? And a prism. Any other upgrades? Any other upgrades at Ross other than that?
Parker has reported that the Highgate upgrade is all looking good from his end, so things are improved, not made worse.
I believe it's a much simplified config.
Yeah.
And the tunnels is pretty good for what they are. They're better than the GS bit, the 260s. There's more functionality in them than the 260 provides.
It needs to be reliable, that one for sure. Alrighty, yeah, so that's about it. Sorry there isn't heaps of news this month, but if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to get on any of the chats or emails and let us know if you want more information about something. As far as we're aware though, the major things that will be happening anytime in the next few months are probably Sefton Park and hopefully Tonsley in some regard. And yeah, I guess we'll make more noise about it when we know more. Both of those are really just waiting on the actual site coordinators mostly, so we have to just wait and see what we can get. Yeah, all right. You certainly can.
Just about DNS and how that works on
How does what, sir?
the DNS.
Yeah.
So if you just add an alias on the
Oh, yeah. That's how it's meant to work. Which I ran through this really quickly once before, but each of these host entries down here, basically anywhere you address, if you open the detailed view on that, there's a tab. And the host name you specify for that here will be with primary, but you can set up as many aliases as you want in here as well. And they'll always end up being A records basically in the DNS server that are nested underneath your node name. Yes, the top level domain will be .wan, followed by the ARC or whatever name you give that, followed by that host name. Yep. And you can put dots in these. I think I'm pretty sure I tested that out and it didn't have any adverse effects. So you're welcome to do that if you want to have your own third level there in between. Keep in mind stuff like SSL though is one thing. If you want an SSL certificate on the WAN that's signed by the root authority, I'll usually give you one that's a wildcard underneath the second level. So if you have a third level in your thing, you're not going to, the wildcard won't work. That's the main difference, yeah. Unless we generate another one for that third level. Nah, certificate SSL don't work like that, unfortunately. Would be nice. Yeah, but it's only wild for that one level. It's the way it is. Yeah. And again, yeah, if you guys want securing your services on the WAN, certainly let me know. I've already done a few more recently for guys out there, so it's not hard for me to just spin off another cert, and I'll do them as wildcards now, so you only need one really for your whole site. And it's just best practice these days, really, isn't it? Obviously, anything you're serving up onto the network to other members should be secured anyway. So if you want to, you still want to use the .wan naming scheme, but you want it to be secure and not annoying with warnings and stuff, then it's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I think that's right. It's linked off members, and it's also on the website. But the easy way to get that certificate is to log out. Oh, where the hell is it? It's recalled your being somewhere. Yeah, it used to be, but it's not anymore. But I remember I've added it somewhere else as well since then. But anywho, if you do want it, pretty sure it's /SSL. You can always get it from there. Click that link, which you probably can't see at all on that web stream. So sorry about that. Airstream.org/SSL has the root cert. And yeah, just email committee or me or someone who wants a certificate made for yourself. Yeah, cool. Did that answer your question? The original question was how to do DNS things. Yeah, so I mean, that's if you want to run your own DNS server as well, you're welcome to do that, and a few of our members already are. It's not hard, although it is a manual configuration, but it's easy to just delegate the whole second level domain to your server, and then you can run your own DNS servers on your site. Just means that if your site goes down, that none of your names will resolve, but that won't matter because your site's down anyway. So, yeah, and it's easier for some people to do it that way. You're welcome to use this interface to do it as well, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. And even if you have entries in here, if we do a delegation to your server, these will all just stop working. It'll use your server as the authority. So yeah, that's the basics. We need to kind of sort out the naming scheme for a lot of this stuff as well. It's still a bit of a mismatch. Some people use VBR, some are using APR, some are using Core, 1, 2, 3. I know you guys kind of ratified using APR and VBR 3 or 4 years ago or something. Yeah, it'd be nice if that was all consistent eventually. Cool. We'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching, if you managed to catch us. Sorry we actually started about half an hour late, but we're doing our best, I guess. So I hope that was all good and you can hear everything. And keep an eye on those dates, as I mentioned. We'll keep reminding you, and otherwise I guess we'll see you soon at the AGM. There'll be more information about nominations and voting coming up soon as well. So all the usual stuff, really. Thanks guys, we'll sign off. See you next month.